Good morning, everybody. Yukon here, middle of the desert. Look what time it is. Yep, I'm letting him heat up. By the way, the solar generator here is doing good. It went dead. I think it got cold. I had about a third of the battery left after I charged the e-bike for a while. So it went dead when I was making coffee. But now it's starting to charge, but I have a feeling this will really speed up here. Letting everything heat up a little bit. And hopefully they'll let me fly. I mean, there is like an airport right over here, but I think the runway is running that way. But it may not. We'll find out. All right, so hold on. Let's hope for the best. Anyway, I'll let y'all know what happens here after I fly. I'm gonna start a fire and cook up one of these sausages and eat, and probably more than likely pack up and go back to Walmart, resupply, blah 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 blah, and move on. Go camp over here next to that bigger mountain. But I'll let you know. Everybody have a good day. It's Yukon. Get ready to fly. Let's go. It's Yukon here, fixing to move. Got this thing took down. This canopy. Look how green that is. That's rare out here, buddy. Very rare. All of it. All cleaned up. Go to Walmart, resupply, and then go over and set up over there near that ragged mountain. Shoot, yeah. Hope you guys are having a good day. It's Yukon. I'll make more video and get over there. Morning, everybody. It's Yukon here. I ended up going back to the same site last night. I spent so long at Walmart. By the time I got back, it was dark. I didn't want to come here, you know, in the dark, because I knew that location was good. But anyway, I'm back here now where I was at on the e-bike the other day. Look at that. I'm letting the phone charge a little. I got here, I was like a kid, you know, at a candy store. I go walking out through the desert. Then I realized, hey, you know, you might want to, your phone's almost dead. You might want to bring at least a bottle of water or something. You know, this is a damn desert. But it feels great today. There's some cooler air that's come in, and a little bit of cloud, so the sun's not quite as intense. So anyway, I'm gonna stay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go walk around a little bit. So I did go out. There's a fence out there, so I'm gonna go out to it and follow it a ways just to explore the environment here. It's really, really fucking unique. And then I'm gonna come back and stay packed up and get the e-bike out and take it out that road and go, you know, 4 or 5 or 6 miles if I can, just far enough that I could walk back in case I have to, you know, if I have a major breakdown or whatever. But you know, that's not that far away now. You know, I don't know. I don't want to go. I would think a mile, maybe 2. I'm not sure. It's hard to judge some of that stuff, folks. They can fool you. They don't look that big. That's big. That's a big fucking mountain. Look at these cacti and stuff. Anyway, I'll make more video later. You know, everybody's having a good one. It's Yukon over and out. Get out, everybody. Here's that fence. So it goes all the way to that road that I come in on. So I know that I can just follow it back. I'm parked over there because I can see how people get lost in the desert like this. It is really, I mean, look how similar it is as you look around. very difficult. Very. These big cacti are cool. Look at that. They're way bigger than, I don't know, it's just way bigger than what just from pictures or whatever. There's actually, this ain't bad. There's a, see where some people's walked, and there's cows, because there's cow crap. Cow patties. There's some footprints, so doing the same thing I'm doing, I'm sure, just out exploring the general area. Wow. Yeah, that's the prickly pear cactus. These are huge. I've never seen them nowhere near this size. They're everywhere. Alright, I'll make some more video. I'll see how far this goes. If it winds around back to the road, I'm just gonna go get the e-bike, take off. Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Yukon over and out. It's like being in an old western movie, kind of, for real. It almost feels like a dream. It does not feel real. It's so different. See, there's that fence. Kind of a little wash here beside it. And I just, look at, I don't know if there's gold in this or not. I would imagine that there is, at least, at least a little bit, very tiny amount. But I think on further west is better, I think. I'm not sure. Well, I know it's in California. I know it's in Arizona too. But I think it's a little further west with the big stuff. Look at that, something fruit, something cactus. Yeah, you see them moving. They're actually rocking back and forth a little. Wow. Yeah, there's something that's got the fruit on it. Jeez, look at, could you imagine? Like, walking through some of this crap, if there wasn't these trails here. This is like just cow trail or whatever, wash. All natural. You want to kind of use that fence as a guide. Try to stay. There's still some prints. There's definitely been people, recent. Of course, hell, this could, some of them fire pits. They've been out for days. I'm sure. They look like they had a fire in them last night. I'm gonna stay on the fence, Try to stay close enough to it. Oh, I see all that rock there. It's a Gold Loves rock like that. Dead battery there. He made it up it. Yeah, sorry about the dead battery, folks. I'm on the e-bike. I'm heading out to, my bicycle. Relive app shows this going out and circling around, but it gets like halfway between where I'm at and the mountain, and I would assume there's probably trails from there. Dang. Look at that. What a champion. Sorry about that. This is all new. This is where I turned around. Alright, I'll make more video and get on out here. Look at that. It's amazing. It goes on out. Let's go on out here. This is a wash. It's just a wash. Wow. Probably ought to stay off this crap. Cacti. Oh, they made a little rock garden there and everything. Did some landscaping. Awesome. Yep, got that four-wheel drive. I ain't taking the van up that damn thing. No way, Mr. Jose. GoPro don't want to stay upright. Anyway, yabbity yabbity. I make more video, yabbity yabbity. That's good. Check out that view, everybody. This is the end of the road here. Gated off, circles around. From here, it's really getting rugged fast. But I'm not going to try to climb up in here or whatever. I don't know, I might tomorrow. Didn't sleep so well. I think, you know, the excitement's starting to finally wear down a little. Ooh. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna head back to camp. I'll film something if I find something interesting. Yukon. By the way, I'm out in there, this side of that ridge, I think. That bump there, maybe in between them. Damn. Tucson is just, it's hidden behind that mountain. You guys are having a good day. Yukon over and out. Over there, that general area is where I was when the road ended. Now I've come back past my camp and on down the Silver Bell Road. You see some people camping there. Then I took a right. I may relocate. I'd have to park down in there somewhere. I don't think I'd want to try to make it all the way here. You know, it's a beautiful sight right there. Of course, I could park down there and bring it back up here and have a little fire or whatever. Check this out. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Yeah, okay, I-10 is out there. Way out there. Oh, wow. Surprisingly cloudy today. Almost rainy looking back in there. I think some of the mountains, they get it on one side, not the other even. Holy cow. Golly, I can't even make the road out. I think it's, yeah, I do too. Yeah, I see more people camping that way out there. Another group back to the left. Look, you know what I mean? If you can't, yeah. If you want to get away, this place, this is called the way. For real. Oh, it's like a knife edge. Yeah, I'd say snakes. It's not sunny today, so. Yeah, this is like the perfect habitat. Wow. There's a four-wheel drive, like, see it? Old road bed going on back. Wow. Wow, look at that. it's just amazing. The views are just amazing. It's what's wild is how flat it is, and then the mountains are just like poof. Wow, golly. Well, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'll make more video, find something else interesting. It's Yukon over now. Here a ways. I'm on out over there. Let's see, actually back to the right here. Yeah. Back over there is that knob, that ridgeline thing I was on. That looks like it'd been a four-wheeler or something. That's pretty much the end of the line. They won't turn around. Don't want to get too far out here, have a flat tire or something I can't fix. Damn. I'm quite confident I could navigate this though, just on all these mountains. Almost looks like they come through here when it was muddy or something. Right. Yikes. Some juice. Yeah, it's a bumpy ride. Jeez. The e-bike is the poop now. God. Just look out for cacti. The awesomeness of it, everybody. Alright, I'm gonna head back to camp. There is one good camp back in here, but I wouldn't try this either. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You get stuck back here, you know, the tow bills, yeah. Gonna be up there. Not worth it. But a great place if you got four-wheel drive. You would still want something pretty high off the ground. There's some big rocks and stuff. Anyway, everybody have a good one. Yukon over and out. Well, now they shut up. There's a coyote not far. He's like a few hundred yards. Huh. Anyway, I've decided to stay here tonight. There's that big mountain, Raggedy Mountain. Got a fire pit here. There's a pipeline. See, he's close. There's a pipeline goes up under this roadbed here. So, figured pretty good place to build a fire. Hope it ain't leaking, right? Nah, it's very safe. As you see here it is. Don't dig. You got stuff in Spanish too. Here. That. I'm not worried about him at all. It's kind of weird looking. But I got a better view tonight. I may try to go up on one of them little points later. Maybe. See, it's overcast, so. But it would like you could see the city. You go on out and get up on the humps over here. Tulsa. or Tucson. I keep getting them confused. This firewood come from another. The service was really terrible over there, and I started to get Starlink, but without any sun. Yeah, I'm like, well, we'll save the battery just in case I get a little bit more used to this or whatever, and more knowledgeable on that battery. It's got 80%, so I'll hold on to that. And then e-bike, if it's clear tomorrow, I'll start charging it in the morning, and I'll set up the solar. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good day. A little bit tired, still not, this new, I don't know, the time shift, the environment, all the driving. Anyway, hope you guys had a good day. This is Yukon, over and out.